Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast. I'm Foz, and this episode is brought to you by Curve Clothing in partnership with Prospect Marketplace Newsxpress and Tassie Forward Drive. Before we get started, make sure to follow us on all platforms so you know when new episodes are going live, special leaks, and of course merch. Also, don't forget to enter our giveaways that are happening currently on Facebook and Instagram. The more people that enter it, the more giveaways we do. And if you haven't already caught up on episode 1 of FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast, it is live on YouTube and Spotify. Starting the night off early, I'm here with co-host Chazz, who'll be joining us once again tonight. How are you, Chazz? And thanks for being a part of the second episode.
It's a pleasure, mate. I'm not too bad. How are you?
Not too bad for a Friday.
That's it.
Also joining us tonight, we have James. Welcome, James.
Yeah, thanks, Foz.
How are you? And thanks for joining us tonight.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, thanks for getting me to fill in for this week.
Yeah, on such late notice. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's late notice.
Oh, well, can you tell us a bit about yourself before we get started?
What do you want to know about myself? The fact that I'm your dad.
Yeah, well, late notice.
Late notice. I work for the fire service.
Yep.
Live in Tasmania. Got a wife and a daughter as well as a son. How about that? Does that work well?
That's all right.
Yeah.
And focusing on your fiery career, why did you choose to do that?
Why did I choose? Well, I think I quite liked the idea of being a firefighter, and it took a while to get in, a number of applications. But I think it's just a job that you can go and do and be different every day. You get to stay fit and drive really fast around the city if you need to.
With lights and sirens?
Lights and sirens? No, not in general.
So if you didn't become a fiery, what would you have become?
What have I become?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I used to work in marketing and recruitment, so I worked at Australian Maritime College and University in Tasmania, and that's where I was at the time. So I used to do a lot of entertainment out of the university, book bands, so I quite like that, but I don't think I could have done that for forever and a day. No.
Very nice.
All right, I've got a question for you, James.
You got a question for you?
Question
That's the only
for you.
question.
One
Yeah.
that many people would like to know, I reckon. What's it like going down the fire pole?
That's a really early question, isn't it? Yeah. How do you know we have a fire pole?
Because it's in all the movies.
It's on the movies, yeah. Yes, there is a fire pole at the Launceston station, and it's currently not being used, I believe, because they're just assessing it for workplace health and safety. But when it was in operation, it was there's a variety of experiences that you had going down the pole. Like if you in your normal gear during the day, it was quite quick. You got down to the area where you needed to get changed, and you beat everyone else because you could take stairs as well.
Yeah.
If you didn't have your shoes on, your socks sped you up a fair bit. And at night, if you're when the alarms go off and bells and you jump out there and you've got your shorts on, wrapping your legs too tight around the pole, going down, definitely you squeak a lot and you burn your legs. So it is pretty good. It's a quick way to get down. So
How far's the drop?
how far? Well, it'll be a story at least of a house. So if you miss the pole during the night, there is a little bit of padding down the bottom. It's a quick drop to the bottom. So which is why
Painful one?
Well, only if you hit the walls on the way down. Yeah, it might
Have
be.
you ever missed the pole?
No, close though. Close though. Yeah, you soon grab a hold of it. It's quite a large pole to slide down, and we used to do a lot of school groups come through, and they're always interested in the pole. We show them, and we get someone to demonstrate going down the pole, and just to trick them. Sometimes we put a dummy up the top, and someone go, "I'm coming down," and we just drop the dummy straight down, and we're like, yeah. So
How do you go down the pole? Do you wrap your arms and legs around it, or do
a
you?
little bit, yeah. It's a bit hard to do the demonstration, but yeah, you go down. You can control your descent. So, but yeah, that's one way. Some people don't like it; they like to take the stairs.
Not for everyone, then.
The pole, no, it's not for everyone. No, but I quite liked it because you're straight down there and had more time to get dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, especially when they're expecting you to be out the door and 90 seconds or so.
Quick turnaround.
Mm.
Mm. So you've been a firefighter for over 18 years now.
Yeah, about
You
that.
would have seen some pretty crazy things.
Yeah.
Tell
You
us
do
a bit
it.
about it.
Oh, jeez. Is that your second question? Yeah, some crazy things. Oh, jeez. You end up going into, I guess, people's houses and properties, and you see some things that you think, people shouldn't live that way. We do see a lot of crazy things, particularly where cars can crash. I mean, you've obviously had an experience of that yourself, so. But that's,
you can't park there.
You can't park there. No, you can't park in the middle of the highway. But we have seen where people have strangely put their car up on top of a fence on two large posts, like flipped it over and set it up onto the post off the ground. And you imagine a bunch of firefighters going, I'm not sure how they even did that, like landed it perfectly. Yeah.
How hard is it to get down?
It was quite difficult to get down. The interesting thing is that the person who had this crash got out of the car just fine and wanted their purse, and they had a packet of donuts on the four-wheeler they wanted. They were really interested
Pretty
in the
keen.
donuts.
Bit of a bigger person, or?
Well, I think they maybe had the munchies. That's probably how they crashed. So.
Munchies.
Yeah.
And you're currently participating in the push-up challenge.
I am doing that. Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about the push-up challenge?
Push-up challenge. Well, it's a good program to get a part of. It's a fundraiser. You can do it as a fundraiser, or it's just your own physical, mental challenge.
Yeah.
It's 3,214 push-ups in 23 days starting yesterday and going through towards the end of June. The big thing is the people that started out just as a challenge for themselves to get fit. They had some medical issues that really scared them into do something more, and it's just a good way to be mentally work on your mental strength and your own strength doing push-ups, and some of the days are quite challenging, over 200 push-ups in a day. Doesn't sound like a lot, but after a while it adds up over each day. But they give opportunities for you to do different versions. So if you don't want to do push-ups, you can replace it with squats or some other variation. It's just about being active and challenging yourself during that time and in such a short time frame. So it's pretty good. Third year of doing it, and
very nice.
Yeah.
So it's 200 push-ups on the last day, or is it in the middle?
Oh, they'll mix it up. So yesterday was 120 as kick-off day for 120.
Nice.
Today is 75. Excuse me. But you might have in a couple of weeks be over 200.
Yeah.
But they mix it up. You have rest days in the middle of there.
Yeah.
So even though it's 23 days, it's there's some rest days in there. So.
And you said that's supporting mental health.
It's about doing fundraising. They do look after your mental health and your physical health as well. We work busy lives, and sometimes just need. It's a way of just doing something for yourself. We always talk about going to the gym and setting time aside, but this is one of those where you can do it as an individual or you can do it as a team. It's a good challenge, I think.
I'd be doing it with a team of 10.
Team of 10.
So you do couple.
Yeah, and I think that's what they do. Like, it is about. So what it means is people might look and go, I can't do 3,000 push-ups in 23 days myself, but I could probably do a few hundred in that time. And as a team, as a collective, you do that, and you actually end up being active without realizing it. So you're probably doing something that you would have never done before. Yeah.
Before we move on, so that's like people can donate money towards your cause.
People can donate, or a sponsor. I'm quite keen on the 1 cent a push-up sponsorship.
Yeah. So Dad's making me paying 1 cent for every push-up he does. So $32.14. I said I'd give him $1, but
$1 push-up.
Financial deficits here.
He didn't do the maths calculation very well.
No.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How about this?
How about what?
Got a little sponsor.
You got a sponsor. Who's your sponsor?
If looking for a small gift for a friend or some scratchies to keep grandma happy, Prospect News Agency will have it. TJ and the team at Prospect Newsxpress strive to bring you the best service while you sort out your last minute gifts. They have gifts for all ages, which include Tatslotter and giftware, and they would love to help you any day that ends in a Y. Very nice.
Ends in a Y.
Thanks to Prospect Newsxpress for sponsoring the next segment of FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast. Gamble responsibly. Chazz, do you gamble responsibly?
No.
Have you in the past week since we talked about it?
No. Definitely not.
Pretty sure you were caught at the casino Saturday night.
Pretty sure you were there with me.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm pretty sure actually you lost more money than I did, so shush.
Okay, just because you borrowed mummy's money.
Mummy has my money.
Don't fight over it. Who lost more?
Oh, I lost more. That's all right. We've got an AFL NBA weekly update.
Yeah.
Moving on from last week. We've game one of the NBA finals on today, and Pacers advancing. Like you said, Chaz, who do you see winning the championship?
Like I said last time, probably the Pacers.
Did you say the Pacers?
I did.
In how many?
7.
Pacers in 7
Yeah.
for the finals. I don't think that's what you said last time, but we're not going to fight over it. Do you know much about the NBA? Do you follow it at all?
I've been following the finals though.
You haven't?
No.
Well, we've got OKC, who are the best team in their division.
Yep.
And the Indiana Pacers.
I definitely didn't say OKC was going to win it.
You did not 5, I think.
No.
I'm pretty sure people can look at last week's.
Yeah, check out
episode
last week's video on YouTube or
and- yeah,
Spotify.
and-
Little plug.
They probably send
Well, if
the
I'm-
response in.
If I'm wrong,
Okay.
you can give away a $200 voucher.
No, I can't afford that. I'll get back to you on that. So, OKC are in the final,
Yeah.
and Pacers advanced in Game 6, yeah? Game 6
Yeah.
of the conference finals to play OKC in the finals. So, out of those two teams, who do you see winning it?
Have they played yet?
No, Game 1.
It's game 1.
Game 1 hasn't been played.
Oh,
Oklahoma, in how many?
Oklahoma. They'll do it in. Who's the higher ranked team?
OKC.
Oh yeah, they'll do it in 6.
In 6.
Yep.
I reckon OKC will win it in 5. I don't reckon it'll be close.
No, Pacers have it.
Righto, here's a fact for you.
Is it?
No, it's not really a fact, but did you see that after the Knicks lost in the conference finals, they actually sacked their coach? They got rid of their coach, so they lost in the conference finals, and like a couple of hours later, they fired their coach.
Why? How long has he been with them?
I don't know. I didn't get that far into detail. Ask Chazz, he might know.
No, well, no, I suppose I'm doing the footy update.
Oh, you'll give us the footy update, will you?
Exciting one for our teams this week, Foz.
Was it?
Colton and North Melbourne.
Definitely was not.
No, we didn't lose, but we didn't win because we had a bye.
Bye round.
Yeah, both of our teams had the bye. And I guess we'll get on to you, James.
Who did my team go?
Who do you support? In the
My
end?
team choked it in the end there.
It says here that you go for Richmond, do you?
I do, yeah.
You lost by 3 points to the GWS.
Yeah, when we were 30 odd points up, yeah. We stopped in the last quarter.
Pretty standard for Richmond.
Yeah, I know, but we're in the rebuild. This is our first year rebuilding. How long have the North been rebuilding? No answer?
Anyway,
Okay,
next
moving
year.
on.
We've only 12 rounds left in the season. Who do you reckon will make it to the grand final?
The grand final. Look. It's hard to
Definitely
tell.
not Richmond.
Not Richmond or
Definitely
North.
not Colton.
Or
Definitely
North.
not
North
North Melbourne.
Look,
Well, we're out
I
of
was
luck.
over. We watched Brisbane and Hawthorn at the MCG, and Brisbane were pretty good. So I think they're starting to come together pretty well. Just depends on where everyone ends up in terms of the final places, because Geelong could push it for a bit. They just have a knack of coming back each year and playing finals.
Yeah.
I definitely hope not. I don't want Collingwood
That was my prediction. Collingwood and Hawthorn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Only because Collingwood's my second.
Yeah, I don't
team.
think Hawthorn are going to make it. Yeah.
Collingwood Brisbane. You reckon we see a rematch of what was it last year or the year before?
Year before.
2023.
Yeah.
And Brownlow favourite for you both?
Brownlow favourite.
Well, you already know mine. We said it last week. But I might say something different, like I did with the basketball. So.
Yeah, Nick Watson. Did you say the Wizard?
No.
Yeah.
I said Nick Dacos.
Nick
yeah.
Dacos.
Yeah. Well, as a gambler, you would know he's a $3.75 favourite to win it.
Yeah, he'll win it.
Yeah. I don't know why.
He's good.
He gets a lot of possessions, but it's all about the hard stuff.
You see, he took his first contested mark on the weekend.
It's the first
It
one.
wasn't even really a contest.
No.
No, well, they just had to give it to him because they felt sad for him.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Out
actually.
of 89 games or something, first contested.
I would love to see a defender or a forward win a Brownlow, but that's pretty rare.
I think Bailey Smith's in for a good
Yep.
chance this year.
Bailey Smith,
He's been playing well the past couple
Yep.
of rounds.
Marcus Montepelli, if he keeps going the way he is, he's missed part of the year.
Just fixing my microphone.
Fishing Mike, yeah.
Can you hear me, Jim? Okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about Chazz? Can you hear him after last week's efforts?
I thought he was giving us the finger over there.
Probably. How about this? Unlike Richmond's poor season, FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast is trying to bring you the best podcast possible, with new and different guests coming in each week. But we always need more. If you think that you would be a good fit or have some cool stories and a great personality, FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast would love to have you on. All you have to do is message the Facebook page to get in touch, and one of us will get back to you ASAP.
That was a terrible segue using Richmond there.
Well,
Richmond weren't supposed to win a game this year, and we won 3.
Okay,
And who's the first team we beat?
Carlton.
Oh, Carlton. All right.
Well, James, you were just unlucky that I had your phone number so I could call on you to be a guest this week.
That was very unlucky.
Anyway, we'll get on to a few more questions.
Oh, you got more questions?
Oh, you
got
got
more
questions?
Pull them out
Fire
for
away,
us.
Chazz.
Yeah, well, it says here on the piece of paper here. What's your role as a fire investigator?
Well, he just said it. I investigate fires.
Yeah, well, what's that about? Like, what do you do? How do you do it? When do you do it?
When
Where
do I
do
do
you
it?
do
Yeah,
it?
where do I do it? Yeah, so I've been, so I'm the regional fire investigator for the north and northwest of Tasmania. There's 2 of us in the state.
That answered my next question.
Sorry, I jumped ahead. Yeah, ask the question, I can answer it.
It was how many fire investigators are there?
Well, in regional fire investigators, there's 2, but every lead firefighter or officer has done the qualification or done some training in fire investigation. So technically, there's a lot more people who are capable of doing it, but it's becoming quite a specialist role.
Oh, so you're special.
Well, no,
You like to consider yourself special.
Special needs.
yeah, and with the quotation marks, huh? Yeah, so it's I guess there's a lot of fires that occur across the state. So we do, as a regional role, we look at get more involved with the jobs that are bigger, more significant, have public interest or cultural interest, things that may involve a fatality, dollar loss, something of significance. So that's generally where we get involved. But because there are a lot of investigations, car fires, house fires, shed fires, truck fires, caravan, anything that bush fires, we get involved right through a lot of them. So
Yep.
we don't just do the larger ones, but just because there's a need for all fires to be investigated, and our job is to go in there and basically work backwards. So you got to think of a house. House is perfectly fine, and then there's something that causes a fire in it, and when we arrive, it's burnt down. So the idea, look this way, yeah, sounds funny. So it sounds funny, but the idea is that we're arriving when it's burnt down. We're trying to get back to when it's back standing, trying to get those pieces back. What are you guys laughing at?
I thought you were going to give him a definition on how to build a house. Like your process is working backwards. I thought you were going to telling me how to work backwards on building a house. And I was just going to laugh at you the whole time.
Yeah. Do you think he's okay at building a house?
Bit lazy.
Yeah.
What?
Bit
You
lazy.
work for Voss.
Let's not start this.
Yeah, I think you guys did this last week.
We did.
Yeah.
We probably come on every week.
Yeah. So we just there's like fires create a lot of evidence, the way it impacts your timbers and your wall structures, flooring. So it leads to a lot of fire effects. So we just follow the path, and there's a scientific method that we use. We collect data, we analyze it, we develop a hypothesis like fires started over in that area.
So
and
like grade 9 science.
it is pretty much grade 9 science, but but we it's a process.
You just
It's
walk
like
up to the PowerPoint over there and be like, that's what started the
It's
fire.
not as simple as
Case
that. Not if the house.
Don't
is
worry. You want to hear a story, Chaz? Here you go. I've got one for you. I'm asleep in bed. Dad comes running in, yelling at me. He's like, "Get that bloody charger off the bed. It's going to cause the house to burn down." I'm like, "Shut up. Turn off the PowerPoint. It's going to burn the house down. Shut up.
I'm gonna tell you that
You leave a light on, she'll catch on fire."
it's not quite to that. I guarantee you never said shut up either.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably would have died or something.
Yeah. This is one of my warnings to everyone. Don't sleep with your phone on your bed under your pillow. Yeah. We go to a number of fires caused that way.
Yeah.
Thanks for that warning.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I've got a quick question
How
for
about
you.
working smoke alarms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
working smoke, man.
Saves
Save
lives.
lives.
Yeah, you're good.
It's one thing I've learned.
Yeah, it says the smoke alarm.
Yeah,
it's not up there.
everything here.
Yeah, this is going to be replaced.
Can we get the camera pointed up there?
No, we don't.
No,
Come
we
on.
don't actually.
It's because this sign keeps popping up. No smoking or vaping inside the house.
Yeah.
So,
So what were we going to say?
Based on building, we'll compare building and fire.
Okay.
Do you recommend houses to be built out of like fire rated materials, like fire rated plaster and stuff, or like metal studs? Takes longer to burn. stuff
Metal
like
studs.
Little stuff.
There's no such thing, bruv.
that?
Yeah.
Well, there is.
Not in a house, maybe in the buildings that you build, but
Or prefab metal frame.
there's no such thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
No.
Well, I'm
it's-
asking a question. If you want to ask him a question, then you go
So there's a
ahead.
lot of building codes out there, depending on where you build, and so they got to meet a bushfire attack level, and you'd be familiar with some of that, would you, Charlie? Building houses in rural.
Yeah, you got things on plans about it, like
So yeah, so it's about what the materials that you do build out of there fire,
on certain walls and
Yep.
certain places, you got to put certain things.
and so they're designed to withstand certain type of bushfire attack, ember attack.
Yeah, we are.
But within the urban environment, it's probably not the same sort of restrictions.
With the cladding we've been putting on houses lately, you got to put a amber guard around the bottom of it.
Yeah.
So if a fire starts, ambers and stuff can't get up under the cladding and
Yeah.
burn your house down.
Yeah. So it's difficult. It just depends on your I guess your building design. So most buildings are now about energy ratings. So double glazing, not as open for airflow. So a bit of restriction that way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Winnie going off.
I know. Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We digress.
we might move on to one of Fozz's favourite games that we play.
Yep.
Is that what's here?
Do you play this game every week?
We will be every week.
I will proceed to ask Fozz 8 general knowledge questions that are either true or false, and he has to tell me whether they're true or false. If he gets 3 or more wrong, he has to give away a prize. Instead of $200 this time, we could do some Fozz's Friday Night merch.
Now, does he have the answers on his page?
Good luck, Fozz. No, they're on my phone.
Oh, nice.
I don't have the answers. And feel free if you want to play along.
Yeah, I feel like we should, I'll ask both you guys the questions. You both give me an answer, the one that you think
Okay.
that are correct. But you got to say them at the same time.
Same
really?
So you
time.
can't change your answer to whatever you think.
What
Because
do
he's
you
probably
know?
smarter than you.
No, he's going to change it to me.
get them off here.
Very nice. So what'd you say I'm giving away?
Some merch.
Some merch. And if you haven't already, go to curveclothing.shop to pick up some FOZZ'S Friday night merch. But we'll get to that.
All right, are you ready?
You're sorted now?
Yeah.
About time.
Your first one is. This is weird. The first animal that was ever sent into space was a monkey.
False.
Yeah, false. It was a dog.
Wrong.
Is it a rat?
False is correct, but the first animal that was sent into space was fruit flies.
Fruit flies. Animal.
Fruit. Well, that's what it says. Fruit
I
flies
guess-
were sent into space on a V2 rocket in
Fruit
1947.
flies.
Oh, 1947. Whatever, so we got it correct? I don't know.
Do you want to search up if a fruit fly is an animal? Alright, I'll do
Yeah,
that
okay.
now.
Well, no, because, yeah. Well, I suppose technically it is.
Well, I'd say an insect.
Yeah, I would have thought so, but whether animal is a generic name.
Yes, a fruit fly is an animal.
Is that Wikipedia?
You just changed the answer to make yourself look good, I think. Yes, a fruit fly is an animal. Specifically, it's classified as an insect belonging to the... Yeah, right. Next question.
You could read the
Couple big words coming up.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's an animal.
It's an animal.
Oh, yeah.
Right, question 2. So we got that one correct then?
Yeah. Alright. Here's another one, including with a sea life. We did a few of them last week. Fish cannot blink.
Fish cannot blink.
True.
This is one of those.
Don't choose my answer.
Have you ever seen a fish?
After we did the animal
Surely
thing,
you've seen a fish blink before, like when you've caught one.
I've never seen a fish.
You've never caught a fish. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I've never seen a fish blink, but we just had an insect, that fruit fly is an animal, so
True, anything.
yeah, I feel like it's a trick question. I'm going to say true.
You're both correct. You said true.
I think so.
Yeah, you're both
I
correct.
feel like
They
it was a
Did I
cannot
trick
say...
blink.
You said false. I'm pretty sure you said
No,
false.
he
No,
said
you said
true.
true. You
What's
said
the word
true.
in your hands, bro?
I've been bleeding.
Anyway, that's
Just our
correct.
producer. Clean yourself up.
Here's another animal one.
Oh, what's
Which-
this? It's not a general knowledge.
It's
It's
just-
a animal
This
question.
is another fruit fly question.
Nah. Hippos. You class hippo
Yeah.
as an animal.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a fruit fly.
A fruit fly is an animal.
Anyway, keep going with the question. So,
Hippos sweat a red substance.
is it red or pink? Yeah, I'll say true.
I'm going to say false. They don't.
You are wrong. It is
it-
correct.
Yeah.
It is true.
We've been talking about this before.
Huh?
You two cheated. You know the answers.
We have the answers to apply.
So how many have I got correct? 2.
Yeah, so that's one strike. One strike. Right.
What have we got? How many more?
Here we go. That was the third one.
That was
Yeah.
only the third one.
Yep. Cinderella was the first Disney princess.
That's false.
Yeah, I might say false. Snow White.
You are correct. It was Snow White.
That's 2 points to me.
No, you're on 4.
Taking 2 points.
He hasn't got one wrong yet.
Yeah, well, he's...
He's
Bullshit.
what?
Oh no, you got the fruit fly one wrong, didn't you?
No, we
No,
both
yeah,
got it
no,
correct. We just argued with it whether it
It was
was
an animal.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Stupid question.
Here we go.
So I got that correct? Yeah, so I'm 3 correct, 1 wrong. Looking better than last week.
The Titanic movie
Mm-hmm.
was released in 1999.
Oh,
Was that correct?
I'm waiting for James's
Oh.
answer.
So we watched it in Sydney. It was an anniversary of it. Yeah, I would say it's false.
Yeah, it is false,
Yeah.
and false was correct. It
Yeah.
was 97.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
That was really. Actually, I'm not even going to say it.
Well, you missed my hand. I held it up. So.
So I'm on 4 and 1. Looking like not having a giveaway like last week.
How many do you have to get wrong to give away?
3 or more.
All right, I'll get you a decent
Oh,
one
you're
here.
trying to. You said that.
He's
you
going to
shouldn't
Google now.
have- You shouldn't have said anything. Oh, here we go. Are you sure? You want to go with that one?
No, I don't. That's too easy. All
Well,
right.
especially when you have the answer.
Lewis
in front of
Walsh is older than Simon Cowell.
Who?
Simon Cowell.
Who was the first one?
Lewis Walsh.
you. Who's he? Is he the
Dunno.
bald guy?
That's why I gave you the question, because I've got no idea.
Simon
who he
Cowell's
is.
like 58, so I'm going to say Simon Cowell is older.
I don't even know who Lewis Walsh is. So I'm going to take it that he's the bald guy. So, yeah. Simon Cowell's been around for a long time. So what was the question? Who's older?
So Lewis Walsh is older than Simon
False.
Cowell. You can't false?
Yeah.
It is true. Lewis Walsh is 71, while Simon Cowell
Must
is
not be that bloke.
63.
So who is Lewis Walsh then?
You show us a picture.
Alright.
How many
It's,
questions
it's,
you
it's
got?
like it's like saying Simon Cowell is younger than Steve-O down the road.
Steve-O from Facebook.
No, just Steve-O down the road. You know, you don't know who Steve-O is.
You'll know
but
who he is when I show you a photo.
Oh, I would say who I was picturing.
Let's see his career.
You've seen him before, though.
No.
Not really.
He's movie star.
Movie star.
I didn't even have
What's
to
the
search that
comparison
up.
to Simon Cowell?
I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
Just a question. He found 2 random people and was like, who's up?
All right, next one.
How many to go? 2?
yeah.
Okay, hit it. Come on.
Just come on.
Just ask the question.
He really wants you to have a giveaway.
The atomic number of lithium is 17.
That's
Jesus.
false.
Lithium.
Are you sure about that?
Lithium's number 3.
Are you sure about that?
That'd be-
Yeah. Positive.
No.
Come on, Mr. Firefighter.
Hydrogen, helium.
It's in the
No, actually.
seven.
no.
I'm gonna say true. It's in that area.
Hold on. I want to rethink my answer. Hydrogen, helium. No, I don't know how this one goes. I think lithium's 16, isn't it?
So you're saying
So I'm saying it's not 17.
it's false.
Yep.
You are correct. It is false, and you were right the first time. It's
No.
free.
Oh, that's how I thought the periodic table went. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, carbon. That's how I thought it went.
Right.
You're saying a different word before.
No, then he was making me second guess myself. I'm going hydrogen, helium. So, what have I got? I've got 5 right, 2 wrong.
Yep.
One
You
last
can't
question.
Get this one wrong.
Can you ask a good one?
I will ask a good one. The one that I
Right.
don't think you'll get.
Your dollar's kicking
All right. The United States.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you ask him that question, Nom?
The United States.
Yeah, he's asking.
Sorry, Foz.
Yeah, he's
The
asking you
United
too.
States has the longest coastline in the world.
That is false.
Coastline in the world for what?
Coastline.
The United States.
It's
or
just true or
North
false.
America.
Huh?
The United States
No,
is American,
it's,
so he's
it's,
going to think
it's
it's
false.
It is false.
Because Australia, we have a larger one.
And I'm only going to give it to you if you can guess the country that has the longest.
Africa.
Wrong.
England?
Wrong.
Norway.
Wrong.
Greenland.
Wrong.
Brazil.
Wrong.
Chile.
Wrong.
Where are we? What continent?
Is it a continent or a country?
Antarctica.
Is it a continent or a country?
I'm guess I don't really know much about that shit, but
So continents are North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, Antarctica.
I'm guessing
Guessing it's a country then.
No.
It wasn't the one's
no,
name.
I'm guessing it's a continent. It starts with C. Ends with A.
Canada?
The country. The country.
It's a country, is it? It's a country, is it?
It's above the US.
Yeah, so it's part of North America. Yeah. So yeah.
Jesus.
'Cause
Who invited you?
But we got it right anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So unlucky. I didn't have to give away some FOZZ'S Friday night merch. But I did last week. I had to give away a $200 voucher. So if you want to win that $200 voucher, go to Facebook at FOZZ'S Friday Night Podcast and enter the giveaway by commenting and sharing the post.
Yep.
Now, before we move on, I've got a quick question from you. Following on from Charlie's stint from before.
Which one? Well, about fruit fly.
Fruit fly's an animal. No debate, no.
Well, I learned something tonight anyway.
So I'll put it in Charlie's terms. So when you start off at the fire service, a fruit fly starts from the bottom,
yeah.
and how do you work your way up through the ranks?
How do you work your way through it? So you understand this. So you do a recruit course, a training course.
Yep.
Mine was 15 weeks. It could be up to 18 weeks. And then you go into your station that you're allocated to,
Yep.
join your shift or platoon, and then from there, for over the next couple of years, each year you progress like an apprenticeship. It's an apprenticeship, so it's about a 4-year apprenticeship to move to a rank called senior firefighter.
Yep.
And then you don't have to go any further than that if you want to. You just want to be a firefighter for the rest of your life. That's as far as you need to go. From there, if you decide that you want to go further, so I decided I wanted to become a leading firefighter.
Yep. Is that the fire investigation role that you're talking about?
What's that?
Oh, leading firefighter, and then you
So
become
it's a
a
rank. So senior firefighter, and then the
And
next
then-
rank is leading firefighter.
Yeah, and then you can work off into fire investigation.
You can do bits and pieces of that.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I was
then-
saying.
But for a leading firefighter, you're trained as an officer and a firefighter. So you do 2 roles. So if we're an officer short during the day or on shift, then if the numbers allow, you can act up as the officer in charge of the crew. And then next week you might just be a member of the crew on the branch, going into a house on the pump. So it's actually it's a good position.
Yeah.
But it's a tough one because you're having to maintain the skills of a firefighter and the skills of an officer. But then after that, you would go to station officer, and that's so the station officer 1 is you apply for a job, you go to interview. If you're successful, then you become a station officer, and that could be on shift.
Yep.
Like I was on shift for a bit, or move out into day work, and I guess the role that I'm in, fire investigation, it's a station officer role to move into that space. So yeah, and you can keep going. Later in the year, I'm moving now from the next sort of promotion, promotional level, so senior station officer.
So just had like senior and stuff in.
Yes, I think that's just it. Yeah, like you're that, then you're senior, then So station officer. So it's just a senior station officer, and then if I'm in that position where I could be a district officer, which would be a part of a district.
Yep.
So Launceston Fire Brigade is a district. You have Northeast, so places like Weymouth are in the Northeast district.
What about Scamander? Where would that be?
Scamander is in what they call the Southeast district.
You're a part of the Southeast
Yeah,
Brigade.
Exeter's in
Not anymore.
Tamer district.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
Did you know he's selling the shack?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Gonna
to
buy
interrupt you.
No, I'm not. I already got my own.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
But you gotta think, like, if I become a district officer,
Yep.
I'm a regional fire investigator, so I look after 2 regions, so basically the top half of the state. But if I become a district officer, I go down to like a really small area.
Yep.
So
Very nice. Thank you for that. Chazz, can you please stand up and be our model?
Oh, yeah, we might be able
It's
to see
that time of the night. Merch is live. Go order some FOZZ'S Friday night clothing. Supporting us so we can do this every Friday night. We'd like to say a big thanks to these people who've already purchased some merch and it is on the way. Josie Robinson, Stanley Fawcett, Nicola Cox, Sam Wilcock, Elleroy Daniel, Cooper Watson, and Ray McConaughey. Where's Ray? You guys wouldn't understand that.
No.
But the people watching might. If you want to hear your name in the next episode on the podcast, all you have to do is go to curveclothing.shop and purchase some now. Only while stocks last. So get in quick. What are your thoughts on that? Will you be buying a jumper after this episode?
Oh, I thought it was part of my payment. Coming on.
You can make me dinner
Do you have
afterwards.
do you have any other new merch coming?
We've got stickers coming.
Yeah, stickers coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like
Thank
that
you for
segue
leading
really.
me on then. Coming tomorrow, we have exclusive FOZZ'S Friday night stickers, about 6.5 centimetres in diameter, I think. So perfect for car windows or laptops, stuff like that. But each hoodie that you purchase will come with a custom sticker.
Yeah, nice.
It's all right, isn't it?
That's a good giveaway.
Also coming up, we've got hats and beanies potential for sale. So just keep an eye on the Facebook page. Sure, I'll be copping a hat.
You'd be copping a hat?
Yeah.
Wearing a hat?
Wearing one.
Yeah.
Rightio, just quickly.
Oh, yeah?
So, I've got this written here, but you didn't say it. So, you're going to America in a couple of weeks. Can you just give us a quick overview on why you're going to do it and how long you're going for?
All right. Yeah, so, I am going to America. About in the last 2 weeks of June.
Yep.
One of those weeks, so the second week I'm over there, I'm attending a forensic fatal fire investigation course.
Yep.
So, or fire death. And so there's a place called San Luis Obispo Fire Investigation Strike Team, and they run a training program, one of many that they do, but they have a program that you get to investigate fatal fires with actual real people.
Yeah.
That be there. So over there, there's people that kindly donate their bodies to science, and this is one of the opportunities that you have to learn. So we look at how a body reacts in a fire and helps us understand when we have a fatal fire, what we're looking at, and have a better understanding. Yeah? Maybe you appreciate that. Yeah, maybe it's a bit smelly.
And the first week you're over there, you just go into the casino.
Another casino.
You're going to Las Vegas.
I'm not going to Las Vegas. Yeah, no. So this is in California, and
Oh, I'm sure there'd be a casino there, wouldn't there?
mostly it's on the Indian reservation. So
We don't know what that means, so you're going to have to explain it.
so I guess there's areas of land that have been allocated to
Casinos.
Indian communities.
Oh.
Yep. So it's part of the whatever I guess tribe they were connected with. As part of I guess generating income in their community, they can have casinos, but it's technically on Indian land. Whereas on the other side, if it's one side's got the casino on the other side of the road, you can't have a casino because it's not in there, it's regulated. So it's just an opportunity. That's what they're able to do to generate income in their community.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And quickly, do you believe that going to America and doing these courses will improve your skills, seeing it from a different point of view, and bring back knowledge to, like, advance the younger generation of fire investigators?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's one of those things where you get there. We're going to fires where people have died.
Yep.
And we're doing it on the basis of our own learning. This is a good opportunity to learn from one of the best courses in the world, and from people that are the best in their field in the world. So you'll be able to come back and see things that you probably didn't see before, and definitely teach other people. You know, we ought to be able to teach people because there's nowhere in Australia that you can do this course or anything like it. So yeah, it's a perfect opportunity and it'll be pretty unique for a state where the two regional fire investigators have actually attended this, and there's a big opportunity that if we go well over there, that they can invite you back to instruct on the next course.
Instruct?
Yeah.
Full, like they pay for it?
I think they cover your accommodation and put you up and everything like that. Yeah. Because it takes a lot of people on it.
Yep. Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you recommend the fire brigade to anyone wanting to join? And is there...
Pretty sure that was mine.
Yeah, well, you didn't read it. Well, you read it out then.
Yeah, you probably are.
No, you read it out.
I reckon you can ask it better than Isaac. Than Foz.
No. You keep going.
No, that's fine. We'll just send it here then.
Fine. No one wanted to know about that question anyway.
Probably not. Do you recommend the fire brigade to anyone wanting to join? And we're not holding you at gunpoint here. Is there anything negative about it?
I would recommend it. I mean, it's a bit different. It's you look at it, it's fairly structured and shift life. Yeah, especially if you're on shift. So it's 2 days on, 2 days, 2 nights, 4 off, with an allocated leave period. So somewhere a couple times a year, you might get a summery month off and a wintry type month off.
Yep.
But with any job, there's there's always issues with bosses and personality clashes with people, but that's probably the negative in terms of things where you live into each other's pockets. So if issues happen, you've got to resolve them, otherwise they can fester and
put stuff over the whole team.
Yeah, it just brings it down, and it is a family.
Yep.
So I would recommend it because even with, and I know a lot of really experienced firefighters who've been in the job a long time and seen all sorts of issues come and go, and even with some of the issues that have really bothered them, they still turn up at work the next day.
Yeah.
So I don't know many that have ever said, "Oh, I'm not going to work tomorrow." It's always nice to have a holiday, but no one's ever going to go, "I'm not turning up."
Unlike Meatball.
Don't talk about him. He's a piece of shit.
Right.
COVID.
Oh, didn't he turn up to work today?
3 days in a row he hasn't been.
He might be sick.
He's not sick.
You sure?
Sit there and play video games all day.
Is he? Well, he's sick then.
He's not sick, man.
Yeah, he's addicted. He's got an addiction. That's a sickness. Yeah. So yes, I would recommend it.
He's got a
still.
He's got a punishment for it as well.
Yeah.
He's got to put insulation in Kleini's house all week next week, and if he doesn't do enough in a day, Kleini's going to pull it all out and he has to restart.
Is it ink bass he's putting in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to do it without any gloves or a face mask.
Yeah. No gloves, no face mask.
No, that's not a good safe practice.
No,
we wouldn't recommend that at all.
Unlike the fire brigade.
Unlike the fire brigade, no, it's good. It's good, and for those there's a lot of people that have a trade.
Yep.
And I highly recommend if you got a trade background, it's a good career path because you have that opportunity to continue doing things on your days off in your trade. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
Rightio. This almost brings it to the end of this episode.
Oh my God, really? It's been 15 minutes already.
15? 50. It's been 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's
been
because we
good.
wait for the questions to come in.
Yeah,
That took so long.
15 minutes for the questions. Hey, that's all right. He's trying.
Yeah, he taught us something.
Yeah, he did.
Fruit flies are animals.
Thank you for that.
They are. I didn't even know that.
Rightio, coming up next week on the podcast, we have a world-class performer who has travelled all over the world doing what she loves. No spoilers.
Yay.
No spoilers. Yeah, get up and about.
Hey.
Come on. Don't do that. It's the last time you'll be on this podcast. Big shout out to everyone that has tuned in again this week, and thank you for tuning in last week. And James, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, that's right.
And Chazz,
Thanks, Foz.
thank you. And Chazz, thank you for joining me for episode 2. It's been a very good time, and we hope that we can get a few more entries into the giveaway and a bit of merch bought.
I think so.
Lastly, thank you to River Foster, who used to be Foster Carter, but has changed his name to River Foster.
Isn't that just his name?
Yeah, he changed it. He didn't like it.
What does he change it from?
Foster Carter was his Spotify
Oh,
music
yeah, okay.
tag. That's not his real name.
Well,
To River Foster, and again with this song, thank you. Cheers.
cheers.
She said that I'm breaking down. She said that I'm crazy now. The only thing crazy now is ignoring the signs and not breaking out. Wait, I wanna thank you now. I wanna say thank you now. I wanna say thank you. Thank you. You're feeling guilty, don't you? I know you're feeling guilty, don't you? Calling me crazy, she just filters through you. Only saying things that look good on you. Dream my thoughts and help me filter through you. Two of the ones that stay, man, I do this for you. I hope you do this for me, and the people that hate to do this for them. He said that I'm breaking down. He said that I'm crazy now. The only thing crazy now is ignoring the signs and not breaking out. Wait, I wanna thank you now. I wanna say thank you now. I wanna say thank you. Thank you. You're feeling different, don't you? I know you're feeling different, don't you? I flip my life, you still in that hole too. My best advice, dig a deeper hole too. God saved my life, now I got bigger roles to feel my feet in, now I make my own shoes. If you ain't set the path to follow, you follow past someone else gon' go too. Hey, say that I'm breaking now. Hey, say that I'm crazy now. The only thing crazy now is ignoring the signs and not breaking out. Wait, I wanna thank you now. I wanna say thank you now. I wanna say thank you. So thank you.